Today we are exploring a historic elementary school with Adam and Kelly. This school was built in the late 1800s and closed due to declining enrollments in 1980. Over the years, many plans were proposed to use the building for a community center or housing, but it all fell through. When we visited, there was major construction going on in order to revitalize the community, so maybe the building will have a future.
Oh wow, there's actually stuff left in here. Got a nice staircase here.
Pianos.
Let's check out those pianos. I will not write radio. I will not write radio. This place actually looks a lot cooler than I thought it would. I was expecting it to be mostly empty inside. Was that the one they were trying to race?
A caddy bag.
Random golf clubs.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's not creepy at all.
Guess what that is?
Random chair chilling.
It's a chair chilling. Is this you guys' first time exploring
Yeah,
this?
Yeah, like this. I've been some places before.
You've been some mine shots in your house.
Yeah, that wasn't a smart idea, but
Yeah. Nice symmetrical staircase. This place is pretty big. Oh, this one's still set up like a classroom.
it's a spooky spot upstairs.
Yeah, this is cool. It's a good spot.
Just blank envelopes on the table.
Yeah, that happens. I've never seen steam pipes
That's what
on
I'm
the
thinking.
floor like this.
I guess instead of making a tunnel, they just buried them a little bit. This is like more maintenance stuff back here. Some sort of something to do with the heater in here.
Oh,
American Warming and Ventilation Co.
that's a huge blower.
Just basically to circulate it around.
Yeah.
And it would have connected to this thing. That's the motor, right?
It's a massive motor.
Yeah. There's an electrical room.
Yeah, this one was too.
Oh, yeah.
This was breakers.
I still have transformers left in here.
Oh yeah.
It's weird that this stuff would be inside the school, you know? Instead
Not
of
in the
like,
basement or.
that is the floor from up there.
Okay.
You don't see marble bathroom stalls every day.
In an elementary school.
Not today's.
Sure, you don't even get wood. You get like particle board.
Original bells when you took apart.
Cabinetry in here.
What's in there? Oh, this is cool.
What do you think that was?
That was, I saw this somewhere. For fire alarm, it'll actually print out like the fire code of what the alarm is,
Oh.
like where it is. It'll print it out on like on paper tape.
Okay.
Where did I hear that? Somewhere, but that's what this is. Instead of having just a panel of lights that show you what alarm went off, this will say like
It's really old.
15 or.
That's old school.
Yeah. It's really cool how they have all the desks still set up. They're not thrown around. It's nice.
These the windows across. People can't see in here.
Yeah.
They painted behind here and then did this reliefs on the front so it looks 3D.
Oh, that's cool. I see.
Yeah.
Like 2 layers.
I thought it looked like it was stained glass from behind because the color's behind.
That's some student art.
Yep. Looks like a patchwork.
Oh, a spider.
It's frozen. These doors are really boarded up. It's like an administration desk or something.
Library desk.
Library desk, yeah. 2 of them stacked up.
That's a very new TV box over there.
Yeah, I'd say so. Just all around
Yeah.
the way that is neat.
You just don't see details like this in modern buildings. Did we look out in the hallway yet? This is really nice for an elementary school. Just like how high the ceilings are and how wide the hallways are. It's really spacious. Look, it's the principal's office. So probably like detentions. Yep. It says discipline problem. Guard dong.
There's knife switches in there.
What's a knife switch? Where it like goes in between the two.
Yeah, the little black tab sticking out.
Yeah.
There's the timer.
Yep.
Storage.
Yeah.
Wow, there's a lot of art in here.
What?
Art.
Oh.
And we have like classes represented. Each student probably made one of these.
This section's a little sketchy.
This is where the floor collapsed. Goes off in each direction too.
That's another entire building through this walkway.
Yeah. Not much left in these rooms.
Got some lockers up here. This place has really oversized features, which makes it really cool. It's like a school for giants.
So they put the lockers in front of them, are
That makes perfect sense.
These rooms are more empty. Ooh, careful. Oh wow, look at the ceiling in here.
That's the tin ceiling. Yeah.
All right, back downstairs. This was probably like an add-on building, and they just built this connector between them.
It's probably gonna be a lot newer.
It's pretty dark and spooky in here.
It's a cool archway.
Yeah. Oh, stage door. Is this a theater?
Oh, that would be cool.
Oh, it's all spread out. Oh no, there's a wrong stage here.
This is cool.
It's all apart.
Mm-hmm. But the chairs are still here.
That's a cool lighted sign. It's Art Deco.
Yeah.
This is a weird little thing with a door on it. Oh, it's the room divider, you're right. This building is a lot more decrepit than the last one. Maybe.
It's like 45 degrees.
Yeah, it must have gotten colder.
Yeah. Oh, no. Let's see.
I wanted to blow in again. That looked really cool.
This is 41.
It wasn't even in the forecast for today.
We were supposed to get like rain or something today.
I thought that was Saturday, tomorrow. Rains.
Well, it's supposed to start tonight, I think.
Right.
Thought, but I don't know.
I bet there's some on the ground just sitting there.
At least
Underneath
two,
the felt.
3.
Somebody
Those-
should save those.
I kind of want to. Those are cool. Their faces.